Hello everyone and welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Look, it's been a while, okay? But just like the Star Wars movies, just like Top Gun, I've also done a reboot of myself. Oh god. Anyway, we're in the master tier still. Dude, I honestly think they put out a hit on me. I'm not even joking. When I joined the Jade Room, they literally put a hit out on me and I had the worst RNG of my life. I was getting the most garbage tiles of all time. But now that I'm here, now that I've stabilized myself, I'm on a pathway to the top. I'm not even joking. New goal is to get to the Saint tier. I honestly think that I can do it. Sure, will I eventually have to, I don't know what this is, by the way. I don't know what any of this is. Oh, oh my god, I don't know what any of this is. I don't know why they put this in the game. Of course, I think I'm gonna have to learn more strategies and to do a lot of reading before I could get to that point. But I genuinely believe that I can make it out of this, at least Master 1, if not get to the Saint tier. I want to be really, really good at a game. And I think that, like, probably getting Saint tier in Riichi Mahjong is the same as, like, getting Diamond or Challenger in League of Legends. I think it's doable. It's really difficult, but I think it's okay. Also, that loading screen, I don't know if they're making it take an artificially long time so that you can appreciate the art or whatever. It took a long time. All right. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. I went to 2 weddings in the span of like 3 weeks. And then the weekend after, my parents visited. And don't get me wrong, while all of this was like good, like capital G good, it was extremely, extremely tiring. And it threw like a huge monkey wrench into my entire rock and roll lifestyle, you know? So, but now I'm really glad to be back. Of course, I've been missing playing Mahjong. I've still been playing it on stream, which you can always check out in the description. Let's count our shapes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sure. I mean, granted, one of these is gonna need to become a pair. Like, we definitely need a pair of something. We can also maybe do like a harsher pivot into a half flush in the circle suit, but I think this is fine. I think this is fine. So we take the 6 as our pair, right? And now we cheat. Oh, we can pawn the white dragons. Let's go. And then we discard a 4 and we wait on the 7, baby. That's how we do it. Granted, this is not a great hand to start off, but what I've realized too is that even winning with a baby hand, there's like an additional value to that, right? Because you stop other people from winning. Like, what if someone else has a monster hand right now? Too bad, they didn't even get a chance to play the damn game. A crisp 1,500 points to start that off. Okay, what's the Dora? It's the north wind, so we gotta be a little bit careful. I'm also gonna tell you something right now. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. today. Ugh. Really, just, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Like, my worst enemy, sure, like, sometimes you can have like wet socks or whatever, maybe be slightly inconvenienced by some stuff, but waking up at 6:30, let me tell you why this is completely not cool. Okay, very not choice, the opposite of a long sheesh, if you will. Okay, it was because, oh, we're almost in Tenpai. Wow, these are incredibly fast hands. Oh wow. Oh, suddenly a Dora 3 appears. A wild Dora 3 appears. People have fast hands. But here's the thing. We're 1 away from being in Tenpai. If we chi the, we can't pawn this because we need that for our pair. But if we get a 7 of bamboo, we're off to the races. We went off of a 6 off of an all simples hand. But anyway, I woke up at 6:30 because my neighbors were doing something outside. I gotta keep my voice down in case they're listening. Or maybe they just watch the YouTube videos, which would be cool, don't get me wrong. Sure. And then do a little bit of this. And then we can, now we have a 2-sided weight on this 4 or this 7, which is a little bit better. I am playing aggressively. But it's only because, like, I think that we can win really, really fast. So this is messed up because we are in Tenpai now, but we're also in Furiten. We needed, like, if we discard this, we'll be in Furiten. We need to draw a 6, basically. We can't even chi a 6 because it doesn't let you, like, pivot your straights like that. Can't do that, unfortunately. Oh, man, this hurts. This definitely hurts. So now we're in for a 10. We can still win off of a 6 of characters draw, but we need to draw it ourselves, and it's extremely unlikely considering there's only 2 of them. Now only 1 of them left. Okay, so now what do? I don't know, dude. We bail. We make like a Christian and bail. This is, maybe I could have piloted this hand a little bit better. I think I could have, I mean, the way that I could have done it better, although it would have impacted our draws, is to not chi this 2 of bamboo. I don't know, maybe that would have been better. But I also think that, like, sometimes you gotta be an aggressive himbo, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta see all simps in your hand, and then you're like, ooga booga, all simps. That's what I'm gunning for. Point is, my neighbors were doing something loud this morning. When I'm king, everyone's gonna have to wear like an audio recording device all the time. Okay, that's extremely unethical. Not a recording device, okay? Just an audio sensor thing. Just always. It'll be small, but if you get caught making more than, like, I don't know, 40 decibels of noise before 7 a.m., I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to stand trial. You're gonna have to explain exactly what it is you were doing. Possible freebies, possible no punishment situations include, I was having a baby. That's cool. Like that's cool. You get a pass. But I'm pretty sure my neighbors, I don't know what they were doing, but it sounded like they were just dragging an empty plastic bucket outside, just like clanging all the walls and the fences with an empty plastic bucket. Excuse me? You gotta explain yourself. We are making like a Ben and Foldsing right now. Like, I know that we could probably, oh god. So can we win now? Oh my god, this is so lucky. Like, I shouldn't be alive right now. I shouldn't even be able to fight like this. Oh man, do I goblin mode this? It's definitely the wrong move, but I want to do it for the content, because we can, the content, pun intended, because we can draw a Jesus Christ. This is a terrible idea, because I have to fold here. I'm not discarding a 5 of circles, which is now another Dora, okay? 7 is relatively safe to discard. I really hope that no one wins, because it's also, I really opened the floodgates. Don't do that, okay? If you have that opportunity in a game, please do not do that. Reckless cons are a one-way ticket to 4th place, okay? Reckless cons are a one-way ticket back to the bronze room, okay? You can't be doing that stuff. Oh my god, we might get into Tenpai again. If we draw a 4 or 7 of characters, we might be able to get back into Tenpai. This is the least deserved Tenpai of all time. This should be safe. They discarded so many character tiles, and these other 2 players have discarded a 4. This 6 is a little less safe. Let me see what else we've got going on for us. The 6 is a little less safe, but it might be... No, we got to bail with the 8 here. This was a bad round, friends. This was a bad round. Even if someone drops the green dragon right now, I don't know if I, in good conscience, can pawn it, because it would force me to play something bad. This is the last 3 of characters. They've discarded some 2s and 4s. Okay, exhaustive draw. I deserve this. Everyone else is in Tenpai without me. I'm fine paying out the haters. Lesson learned, Yusong. I understand that you're trying to create a good YouTube show, but keep in mind you're also trying to win, okay? Get your head in the game. I've never seen High School Musical, but in high school, I did musicals. How messed up is that? Like, that's more embarrassing, I think. So for people who don't know me, I might be able to pull out my phone and just show you right now. But in 9th grade, I was in a production of Cats that truly just, like, traumatized me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess I'm cutting that then. This is just an okay hand, but let me show you a picture of what I looked like in Cats. It again, like, someone should have had to stand trial for this. Like, an adult with the decision-making skills of an adult thought it was okay to send me out on stage looking like this. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing how fricked up that is? Jesus Christ. It's amazing. I mean, sure, that kind of experience, excuse me, I would like to refocus on the moneymaker. Uh-oh, I gotta do one of these. Okay. That kind of experience, yeah, is a one-way ticket to getting a personality, don't get me wrong, but it's also like one-way ticket into not getting in any relationships for like the rest of high school. I was in a relationship in high school, okay? It wasn't all bad, but it was pretty freaking bad, okay? This is an interesting situation because we're one tile away from Tenpai. We either draw a 5 or a 7 of characters. The player across from me has a very simple hand. The player to the left of me might be going for a full flush of some kind, making this discard a pretty scary one. They're going for bamboos, or maybe just all triplets. I don't know. Okay, so it's an all triplets hand. Do we need to be careful about that? So what do we take here? If I accept this 3, then I take a 4 or a 1. I don't think that's that good. Wait, sorry. Oh my god. Yeah, I accept a 1 or a 4. Actually, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Because we don't have an all simples hand anyway, because we got these 2 west winds burning a hole in our pocket. So if they're going for an all triplets hand, okay, this should be pretty safe. I mean, now looking at this pair of 6s, I'm like, it's probably like statistically unlikely for them to also have a pair of 6s, so this should be safe. I can't be positive that it's safe, but it should be safe to discard or to take apart. What is the dream here? The dream here, I don't know. It's tough because we can't even make this hand into a Pinfu hand, right? Because again, Pinfu is like all sequences, and unfortunately we got this triplet of the 5 of bamboo. Of course, we could have changed things up, right? We could have kept this 3, 4, even the 6 probably, and gotten rid of our west winds. Maybe pivoted it to some kind of Pinfu situation, but that's okay. The player across from me is going to take a quick and easy hand. Quick and easy hand was the nickname that I had in high school. Sorry. Okay, now this is a hand that I can work with. Maybe a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, maybe a 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. I'm not sure. Maybe in that case, I know that it's a little redundant to keep this 1, considering we already have this 2, 4. But just for 1 round, I kind of want to see what we draw. This is an okay hand. 1 shape, 2 shapes, 3 shapes, 4 shapes, 5 shapes. Yeah, this is fine. This is actually really, really good. We don't need this. And we can still keep this open just in case. Uh-oh, that's pretty scary. The west wind isn't even their seat. I wonder what they're up to. Okay, but now it's a little trickier. Our shapes are like almost good, but sometimes you get stuck in like hell. I'm not even joking. This is like what it feels like to be stuck in traffic sometimes, where you're like so close, but and technically you are moving forward, but it's not moving forward in the way that you would like, you know? Okay, so this is interesting. We can now move towards a 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. And if we cut this 9 and turn this into a triplet of the 8 of bamboo, oh man, this is interesting. We can go for an all simples hand on top of that, but I don't know, like, because like going for opening your hand, 1, makes it less valuable, and 2, I don't know if I'm sacrificing any efficiency by trying to go for an all simples hand. Okay, this is a little scary. It's a little scary. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give him a chance. I am going to discard. I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's actually not a 2-sided weight. It's actually just a 1-sided weight on a 2, 3, 4. I actually can't accept a 1 now. Not great, but doable. This is, I mean, a better player too might look at the opponent's hand and be like, hey dude, they got a really strong hand. Maybe just back off this round and like fold. Yeah, it's pretty scary, but right now they just have the red dragons. I don't actually know if they have anything else valuable. Plus they discarded Adora. So right now their hand is only worth 1,000 points. If somehow it turns out that they have a half flush, which again is unlikely because they've discarded from every single suit, that's going to be way scarier. They could still be going for a half flush just with the circle tiles. They've only discarded 1. Player to my left is doing some scary stuff. They're starting to discard some good tiles. We might need to start watching out for them. Oh, man. Okay, so here's the thing. 4, 5 improves our chances of winning. I think I'm going to take it. I don't know. Because I also don't want to discard a 5 right now. This is cowardly because we did just abandon the 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence dream. Okay, so they are going for a half flush. That makes this 2 actually really scary to discard. Oh man, This is a tough situation. Riichi, okay. They discarded a 4. I'm pretty sure I can bail with this. Maybe if someone signals that the 5 is safe to discard, we can also start getting rid of some of those. What else do we have that's safe to discard? Maybe this 2? I'm not sure. White Dragon, oh man, it should be safe, dude. But I think the 2 is a little bit safer. A lot of 1s are gone. They discarded a 5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be an extra coward right now. Ordering my coffee with a little bit of extra cowardice this morning. Okay, White Dragon is safe. Of course, it was like really unlikely that it would have been something that they won off of, but there was still a chance. Comma, he was a bit of a flirt, etc., etc. 1 is definitely safe, but we can even save this for an Omega safe discard later on. Okay, so 5 is being discarded, 6 has been discarded, which makes you think that 3 might also be safe because it do be Suji to the 6. Again, like because they discarded a 6, we know that they don't have a 4-5 weight, right? They're not sitting on a 4-5 of characters because they would have won off of that 6. So if they're not sitting on a 4-5, that means this 3 is a little more safe to discard, right? Okay, but right now we're just chopping off some extremely safe tiles. We're folding here, right? Because again, our hand was not worth chasing for. If we had 3 Dora, if we had like an amazing set of tiles, sure, maybe let's chase it, but not with that hand. With an all simples hand in this economy, with these gas prices. Okay, so that's a Mangan. That's kind of messed up. Now we are in 3rd place. Not where we want to be. Obviously, we want to be in 1st. What's going on here? We got these pair of West Winds. It's good and it's bad, right? It's not really useful to us. It's still the East round. We're sitting in the South seat. It's not that useful. However, it'd be nice to keep as a pair. Unfortunately, the rest of our hand isn't bringing, isn't much to write home about. I'm gonna just cut this South Wind. I know it's useful, but 1's already been discarded, so the chances that it's useful are slim to none. There we go. There's something. Okay, there's a little movement. So this is 1 shape, 2 shapes. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, but keep in mind, like, some of these shapes are going to be hard to complete. I mean, that's also something. That's also something. I mean, you're looking at this hand and you're like, oh my god, we're 1 away from a 7 pairs hand. So I think that's what we go for. I think that's what we go for. We play for 7 pairs and we don't call Riichi. I mean, I don't know. It's an early enough Riichi to maybe make some people scared. I'm gonna discard this 5. It might be a signal to other people that I'm doing something suspicious, but that's okay. Because we just want to maximize our chances, and I don't think people are going to be discarding many 5s throughout the game. The 1, okay, now we know that someone's discarded a 1, so it's statistically less likely that we draw 1. So this is what we're doing. We're waiting until we draw a double of any one of these 3 tiles, and then we're in Tenpai for 7 pairs. Again, we could call Riichi, but I think it's really reckless. I don't know. Calling Riichi means that other people at the table are going to be playing a little bit more carefully. And so they might be less likely to deal into you or give you any like super valuable tiles. There is a correct discard here. I'm just not sure what it is. I don't know. It might be this 4. People think that I've discarded a 1, so there's no way I could be waiting on a 2. I'm not sure. There is an objectively correct discard there. I'm just not sure what it is. Okay, so a 4 has been discarded. Again, anytime that we can glean any small bits of information, like, oh, we're slightly less likely to draw a 4, then we cut that tile. A 1 is actually hasn't even been discarded yet, so we still have a chance. Comma, he's a bit of a flirt. This is okay. 7 pairs is hard to pull off. It's definitely a more rare hand. It's like fun, right? When you first start playing and you realize like, oh my god, I could win off of 7 pairs. I'm like, how cool an alternative, right? It's like going to Urban Outfitters and buying a record player. We dealt into a all simples 1 Dora hand. That's okay. I accept that risk. No one was in Riichi or anything. Maybe I should have been a little bit more careful. We didn't lose that many points. This is an okay hand. Unfortunately, we have a lot of pairs again, which is going to be really hard to complete. Like, it's just really unlikely that we draw the 3rd one. Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, now it's now it's an interesting situation. We can draw a 6, a 9, or a 5, and then call Riichi, discarding this red dragon. It's not bad. Also, if we get another red dragon, we can contemplate just keeping that pair and discarding these 9s. We can't pawn or chi as much as I would love to because we don't have a Yaku otherwise. So because we don't have all simples or anything. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But this is okay. It's not terrible. Again, we're just one tile away from being able to call Riichi. And I would accept this kind of Riichi. I would absolutely accept it. Like, say we drew a 9. Yeah, I'd call Riichi waiting on a 5 or a 6. That's not that bad of a wait. It's weird. It's unlikely, right? Because you have 2 of them, and like, there's only 2 more in the entire game. But it's not super unlikely either. So what did we do there? We kept this 4 so that we can call Riichi using this 1 of bamboo. It doesn't really matter either way between the 1 or the red dragon. Both of them are pretty safe to discard. This is also more interesting. So this opens up the opportunities that we have. Now we can call Riichi if we draw a 6, a 9, or a 6 of circles, or a 5 of circles, which is good news for us. Okay, we're pivoting. This is a nice pivot because now we can call pawn at any time on a 6, a 5, or a 7 and enter Tenpai that way. I'm okay accepting an all simples 1 red 5 hand. Get rid of this as the more dangerous tile earlier. This is going to be a safer tile because it's a 9. So we can keep that as long as we'd like. I don't know if this was the case with everyone's high school or maybe it was just mine. But I have to be careful here. And I maybe shouldn't even call any attention to it. Do I want to Riichi this? Yeah, I think I do. I'm the dealer. I'm in 4th place. This is a really good hand. It's all simples, Riichi. I have 1 red 5. That's at least 3 Han. That's not that bad, right? Okay, but anyway, in high school, everyone's speech pattern was like, got kind of like synced up, but in a bad way. Everyone was ending their sentences on an upward intonation. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. And I'm gonna tell you, as someone who had to sit through like a million school presentations, PowerPoints on like how to go rollerblading and but in like French, like the merits of rollerblading. It's really annoying to hear someone just go ba 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 for like 14 hours a week. I can't do it. Also, they called Riichi and oh my god. Okay, they hit 2 Oradora. Otherwise, this would have just been a 3 Han hand. Maybe we shouldn't have called Riichi. Maybe we shouldn't have called Riichi. Just because, like, our hand was pretty difficult to complete anyway. And so, like, we didn't want to give anyone else a reason to, like, play defensively. Or in the other person's case, just, like, to play super offensively. I mean, sometimes your bluff gets called, and someone just, like, calls Riichi right after you. That's okay. That's okay. I'm obviously, like, torn up, like, sad. Don't get me wrong. I wish that it didn't happen. But it's not terrible. We still got some game left to play. And even though we're in 4th, it's not totally unwinnable. So what do we do here? Because we're in a losing position, right? Because we're in a losing position, we don't open our hand. We play for closed hands because it's going to be more valuable and we need the extra points. So what can we go for here? We can go for a 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence, all simples, which would be the most value that our hand could get. 5, 6, 7, that's also fine. If possible, we'd like to pivot our weights, but like a fast hand with Riichi is also not that bad. Okay, so this is fine actually. This is I know it's like the meme, it's the dog meme, like this is fine. But like we're in 4th place, we have to play aggressively. If we get sucked deeper into the Shadow Realm, so be it. I'm gonna discard the 7 here. Because they called Riichi off of a 3 of circles. So this 2 of circles is actually very, very dangerous. But we do have 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence, all simples here. Which is not bad at all. We just need them to discard something valuable. At least we can get rid of this 9 kind of somewhat safely. Okay. The pause there made my heart skip a beat, but that's alright. We can also pray that someone else like gets sucked into the Shadow Realm, but that's okay. Like I'd rather play a little bit more offensively. Okay. They called Riichi using the 3 of characters, which makes me a little suspicious about discarding this 2. That 7 actually doesn't help us that much. This 6 also doesn't help us that much. We can discard this 6. It's technically, we know that they're most likely not on a 4-5 weight because they discarded the 3. So that's something. This is a small bit of information. Unfortunately, they dealt into a small hand. What were they waiting for? A 2-5 of characters. So we were actually safe to deal a 2 of circles there. Okay. Now we can definitely play for 3rd place. They're only like a 7,000 points away. That's not bad at all. What do we do about this hand? This is actually really good. We got a pair of the West Winds and green dragons. So this is not bad at all. The most effective version of this hand is a half flush. I think we got to go for it. I think we got to go for it here. It's not perfect, right? We have a lot of like loose honor tiles, which doesn't feel great. And this is already 2,000 points, and we can stop someone else from winning. So we might just want to, you know, counter blessings and just take that for what it is. But I don't know. Let's play a little bit bigger because I would like to be a little bit more greedy and maybe have a chance to get an even more valuable hand. So this is great, right? We drew a 3, 4, 5. We can even chi a 2 and then keep a pair of 5s, which is really, really great for us. This is one of those hands where if we chi and pawn 2 aggressively, we might end up on a single tile wait. Like we just have a single tile that we're waiting to complete for a pair. That's not a great feeling. So hopefully we can navigate this hand in a way that doesn't lead us to that situation. Okay, white dragon. So other people also have outs. Also, the door is the 6 of circles, which has been cheated. So the person to my right in 3rd place is also going for a fast hand. That's interesting. That means that we should just win as fast as possible because they have a Yaku and okay, this is not bad. If we chi a 3, 4, 5, that's good because while we technically will be on a single tile wait, people won't know because we'll still have a 3, 4, 5 that's hidden. We can also chi a 4, 5, 6 and achieve a similar effect. Now, would we rather wait on the 9 of characters or would we rather wait on the red dragon, one of which has already been discarded? I'm not sure. 9 is an inconspicuous tile. It'll probably come out. More people might be inclined to discard the red dragon because one of them's already been discarded. So like, you know, the chances that anyone completes the triplet are pretty low. Let's see. Let's not count our chickens before we hatch. We still first need to get into Tenpai. We could also go for a more direct hit on the player to our right. Like if we somehow get into Tenpai and then we discard this 9, we can even aim for the 3rd place player by waiting on this red dragon. Now it's a little bit more unlikely, right? Because 2 of them have been discarded. I'm gonna discard this. It's not great. It's just okay. Also, they have a Yaku, right? They have the triplet of the Northwind. So this this 9 is not that safe to discard. This 4 is not that safe to discard either, but it's the only thing that puts us into Tenpai. Oh God, it doesn't feel good. This is I'm extremely clenched up right now. Okay, my whole body, I'm compressing a diamond in the core of my stomach right now. But this is a really valuable hand. Half flush, seat wind, and green dragon. Okay, so I think that's 4 Han. That's either 4,000 points. Or, I don't think it's a Mongon. Yeah, it's 4 Han. It is a Mongon. Poggy. Okay, nice. So we are now in 3rd place. We can even try to go for 2nd. But now, because we are in 3rd place, like, we don't want to risk too much. Oh God, but I'm seeing so much green here. Oh God, we have such a good potential for a half flush. Oh man, Lord forgive me. I'm about to go sicko mode. I think I do chi this. And I discard the Dora. Oh man. Oh man. This is nuts, dude. This is nuts. Do not attempt this at home. Do not try this at home, folks. This is nuts. This could end so badly. If someone else calls Riichi right now, our hand is so constricted that we don't have a lot of safe tiles to discard, you know? Okay, that's something. We can do a 2, 3, 4 and wait for something or other. We just need, oh my God. We went off of a 3 or a 6, but is that enough? Is that enough? Or if someone discards a green dragon, do we pawn it for even more points? I think we do. I think we absolutely do. So is this enough? Half flush is 2. Green dragon is 1, and red drag or red 5 is also 1. So that's also a Mangan. It's 8,000 points. If we hit the second place or first place, that sends us into second at least, right? Yeah, it sends us into second at least. So that's not that bad. If we call win right here, we just have the 2 Han from the half flush and a red 5, which is, I think, 4,000 points. 4,000 points. It's not enough. It's not enough of a difference to overtake anyone into getting into second place. So if a green dragon comes out, which one of them has already been discarded, if someone draws another one, they'll probably want to discard it. We take that. We take those, etc., etc. We can either wait on a 4-5 or a 4-7. Wait on the 4-7, I guess. The 5 is just too suspicious for anyone else to drop. The 4 is unlikely because we have 2 of them, but the 7 is likely. The 7 is even more likely that we draw it ourselves, you know? There's also the opportunity that if we... I was going to say if we draw the North Wind or the Green Dragon that we could con, boosting the value of our hand, but we can't do that. The Green Dragon and the North Wind have already been discarded. I mean, this is a very exciting South 4 round. This is why we play Riichi Mahjong. Remember when we were deep within the Shadow Realm? This is one of the biggest comebacks of all time. I mean, this is why you play Mahjong. Unfortunately, people can probably tell we're 1 tile away from winning because we've just discarded the tile that we've drawn like 4 times in a row. And not only that, they're good tiles. Like we've just discarded some really, really good tiles. Okay, not super scared to discard the 9. How scared are we of other people's hands? Well, 3 of the Dora are shown. 1 of them is in one other person's hand. I'm not super scared. I'm not super scared. I'm not even super salad, okay? Of anyone else's hand right now. No one is even discarding like super valuable tiles, which makes me think that no one else is in Tenpai. Maybe the player to my right is starting to discard some valuable stuff. After all, they are in 4th place and they discarded the Dora, which means that, I don't know. Maybe they're going for a smaller hand or something, but maybe they're in Tenpai already. Maybe we got to be a little bit careful of that. And if I was also them, we have to be extra careful because if I was the player to my right and I was in 4th place, I wouldn't want to call Riichi here. Oh, this is exactly why. Don't force yourself into a bad situation. I could have gone goblin mode and dealt into somebody else. Oops. Farm to table almost Mangan. Oh, so we hit the player in 4th place. Maybe we could have even waited to try to win off of someone else. Dude, that might have been a situation where we forego the win. That might have been a situation where we forego the win and someone else would have discarded a 7 in a later round. We would have just had to survive 1 more round and we could have maybe aimed for 1st or for 2nd. But hey, 3rd place for a -3, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. I'll absolutely take those. This is also my first YouTube video back in a while, so I'll say this right now. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out a lot. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. PST. The link, I don't know what this is. The link is in the description. You can also talk to us, share your Mahjong screenshots in the Discord below. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please remember to drink some water, okay? And please remember to be kind and patient to yourself. My name is Yusong Liu. I'll see you next time, okay? Peace.